Hi buddies, let us discuss audit of expenditure for vouching, how it is happens. Employee related payment, we are starting with the vouching aspects, salary and wages, bonus incentives, wages to the casual labor or seasonal labor, retirement gratuity to the employee, provident fund payment and ESI payments, labor related. How the vouching process taken place. We are classifying all the vouching transactions into two aspects. One is the aspects. What are the aspects to be checked? Second is what are the audit procedure covered? What are the main document? Vouching is a process of checking the supporting document, payroll or muster roll. This is the base document as far as the salary and wages payment is concerned. Go through the document, has to go through the document and ensure that salary has been properly calculated based on the attendance register. ESI PF, labor welfare fund, shop and establishment calculation has been properly made. What are the documents to be checked? What are the aspects to be checked? Muster roll. Second is internal control. Perform the compliance test on internal control, existence, effectiveness and operational effectiveness to ensure that the organization adopt adequate safeguard in payment and accounting the transaction. Ensure that any bogus employee is not in the list. Proper accounting and disclosure. This is an accounting part. In all the vouching transaction, we are classifying this as the main documents to be checked, internal control and how it is reflected in the system. Ensure that the proper accounting entry has been passed and given effects on the concerned ledger. Debits to the expenditure, salary and wages account, credit to the salary payable, or alternatively debits to the salary and allowance account, credit to the salary payable, ESI and PF payable, and general payment. If the salary is exceeding the threshold limit, it is the duty of the employer to ensure that TDS payment has been deducted from the salary payment wherever it is applicable. Next is the bonus. How the bonus is calculated. What are the aspects to be checked? Bonus computation. What is the bonus computation? What documents we will check? Bonus computation sheet is the document. This is the base document as far as the bonus payment is concerned. Go through the document and ensure that bonus has been properly calculated based on the computation under Payment of Bonus Act. Bonus for the previous year is paid during the current financial year. What is the eligibility? That is as per the Payment of Bonus Act. Second is the internal control. Perform compliance test on internal control, existence, effectiveness and continuity to ensure that organizations adopt adequate safeguards in payments and accounting the transaction. And how we accounts it in the FS. Ensure that the proper accounting entry has been passed and given effects on concerned ledger. Debit bonus account, credit bonus payable. This is the accounting entry. And what are the additional procedure? Bonus is covered under Income Tax Act, Section 43B. Payment, expenditure allowance shall be based on the actual payment. This will covered under Section 43B of the Income Tax Act. Wages to the casual labor. Now we see the hotel and restaurant or any construction activity. Majority laborers are the casual laborers who are coming from the state like Bengal, Bihar like. What are the aspects to be checked? What are the main document to be checked? It is a wage computation sheet. This is the base document as far as the seasonal wages payment is concerned. Go through the document and ensure that the casual wages has been properly calculated based on the computation in the sheet. Internal control. Perform the compliance test on internal control for checking existence, effectiveness and continuity and ensure that the organization adopt adequate safeguards in payment and accounting the transaction. Proper accounting entries in and disclosure. Ensure that the proper accounting entry have been passed and given effects on concerned ledger. Debit what? Wages account debtor to wages payable if we are adopting the accrual basis of method. What are the additional procedure? Ensure that the casual labor information is registered with concerned authority. All the outside state details, employee details has to be filed with the labor department or concerned statutory department. If WPS, wage protection system, is applicable, ensure that the information is passed to the labor office. That is the payment of salary through the bank and all. Gratuity is a retirement payment. What are the aspects we have to be seen? First is the computation sheet, rest is the common point. In all cases this will be the same. Gratuity computation sheet, actuary may be involved in the gratuity case. Gratuity computation sheet is the base document as far as the gratuity payment is concerned. Go through the document and ensure that gratuity has been properly calculated based on the sheet, based on the eligibility, number of year of service. There is a gratuity calculation as per Payment of Gratuity Act and also in Income Tax Act. Check the calculation is based on whether the employee is covered under payment of gratuity or not covered under the payment of gratuity. The main attention has to be paid whether the employee are covered under payment of gratuity. The computation may be differ. If not covered, the computation will be differ. Internal control, the common point, and the proper accounting. Ensure that the proper accounting has been passed and given effects on the concerned ledger is the common point. How we will account it? Gratuity account letter to gratuity payable account. And what are the general point? Check the complaints with accounting standard 15 which deals with accounting for retirement benefit, and accounting standard 5 for the profit and loss area also. This is relevant. Provident fund, it is the byproduct, it's a deduction from the gross salary payable. So the payroll or muster roll is the base document. What are the aspects to be checked? Payroll or wage sheet, this is the base document as far as the PF payment is concerned. What are the matters to be checked? Go through the document and ensure that PF has been properly calculated as per the rate which is applicable on the gross salary payable. That the basic pay is based on that. Check the calculation is based on employee contribution and employee contribution aspects and administration charges if any. These are the area auditors attention has to be paid. What are the gross basic pay and what are the rate applicable, whether the amount arrived is correct. Rest is the common point. Internal control, the complaint test is the common point. Proper accounting and financial, that is also common point. How we account that? PF payable to the bank or cash, and it has to be checked with the vouchers also. The supporting challans, that has to be checked with the supporting challan. General point, ensure that the organization makes the payment of statutory due on or before due date specified under the concerned act. Now it is 15th of the current month for the previous month due. Ensure that the complaints with accounting standard 15 which deals with accounting for retirement benefit and also accounting standard 5 and the impacts on the payment on actual basis, section 43B of the Income Tax Act also need to be examined. ESA payment, which is same clone of PF payment. How we done the PF payment? The similar way the ESA payment is also based. There is nothing more. Next is the core area, director's remuneration. How we vouch the director's remuneration? Computation sheet is the base document as far as the director's remuneration is concerned. Ensure that the calculation has been made in the calculation method stipulated by the Companies Act. Companies Act prescribed the director's remuneration. There is a method and basis according to which the director's remuneration has to be made. Examine the articles of association and check the authority and mode of payment. Articles must authorize the payment. Check the agreement with directors, resolution and other aspects. Examine the minutes books for the appointment of directors and other terms and conditions for payment of directors' remuneration. Proper accounting in the books and disclosure in financial statement. First, it has to be accounted. how it is accounted. Director's remuneration account letter to the remuneration payable. General point is the main point. Ensure that the compliance with section 197 and 198 and schedule 5 of the Income Tax Act has been duly complied with. Any payment in this connection should be authorized by the articles of association. If not, it will be an invalid payment. Next is the director's sitting fee. Computation sheet is the base document as far as the director's remuneration is concerned. Ensure that the calculation has been made according to the calculation method stipulated by the Companies Act. That is the eligibility of sitting fee, reimbursement of traveling expenditure for attending the meeting abroad. Examine the articles of association and check the authority and mode of payment. Check the agreement with the director, resolution and other aspects. Next is the minute book. Examine the minutes book for obtaining information about number of board meetings attended. Then last point is the proper accounting and disclosure. Ensure that the proper accounting entry have been duly passed and reflected in the respective ledgers. Director's sitting fee account letter to sitting fee payable. Any payment in this connection should be according to the articles of association. If not, it will be an invalid payment.